We just did it, Frankie. We were in BOX.HIIT.LIVE and you kicked us off. What'd you think of the BOX.HIIT.LIVE launch?
Yeah, I thought it was awesome, man. The energy in the room obviously was great with the members, and then people on, around the world watching. It was a very unique thing, being able to teach people all at the same time all over the world.
Yeah, it's so funny when you think about the last couple of years, what we've all been through. We've really been segmented and we've lost community a little bit, right? So the goal here is to try to figure out how to bring a global community together through fitness. And I think the way you launched that was fantastic. So it's step one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Getting people together, working out with people is much better. When you're alone, it kind of gets a little boring, a little monotonous. But when you're doing with people, even if it's on the screen, you're not in the room with them, but you're on the screen, you're kind of all in it together. That makes things much, much better.
Yeah. You've been with us, UFC GYM, since I think we started talking in 2014. We've been doing different things in different clubs. You are Mr. New Jersey. You're very integrated in our New Jersey portfolio out there. We're about to open the biggest, baddest club in New Jersey to complement what's already there. Some great product out there in Wayne, New Jersey. What do you think of that gym?
Yeah, I think the gym's awesome. The space is a pretty big space. I think it's set up really nice. The area is awesome. Wayne is a very affluent area, so I think a lot of people are going to be into that gym. And I'm excited to bring another UFC gym to Jersey.
I heard I haven't been to Paramus yet, but I heard that Paramus was a pretty nice gym facility as well.
Yeah, I was there 2 weeks ago, taught a class, and it was phenomenal. Open space, kind of like this, and energy was booming in there. Good jiu-jitsu class, a lot of fun.
Yeah, I was there like 4 or 5 months ago. I went to Riverdale. That's a booming club. We got North Brunswick, of course. I mean, it's so great to see you helping us grow the brand out there in the market. But the people know you've been part of our community for a long time. They've been keeping up with your fighting career. What's next for Frankie? So you went through some surgeries and got yourself back to 100%. What does the future look like for you?
Yeah, the future's right now is just kind of, healing from this surgery, which I had a couple months ago, but I am doing really good, starting to get back into training pretty heavily. And just enjoy the summer a little bit and worry about the fight probably end of the year.
Yeah. What do you see, like if you had to project out, and it's impossible to do this, but you're incredibly passionate about fitness. You have been very loyal to the UFC for a long time. I know that the main powers at the UFC, Dana loves you, UFC loves you. Where do you see yourself going post-fighting career?
I mean, I'll stay involved in the sport forever. This is who I am. Obviously coming up as a wrestler and then, getting into mixed martial arts. Fitness is such a big part of who I am and what I do. My family's into it. My kids, wrestle and do jiu-jitsu and, are into fitness. So I'll definitely be involved in this space for the rest of my life, for sure.
Your kids are in wrestling, right? They're active. Where do you with where your kids are now and how they've seen you evolve in your professional career? How do you think that's inspired them to do things like wrestling and different programs?
I think they see me get up every day, go to the gym whether I'm feeling like it or not, and not complaining. I gotta go get the work in. They see I do it every day. It's not like it's kind of second nature for me, and they see me doing that, just like I see my father getting up for work at 4 a.m, maybe not in the gym, but being a plumber. And when you see someone working hard and doing it, it kind of just becomes part of who you are as well.
So many people, when you look at across the nation, really across the globe right now, there's a lot of segments of population that think and believe different things, right? But what we do know scientifically is that we're on the other side of COVID. Things are starting to improve. You can feel it. As you look at New Jersey where you live and as you look at kind of the world coming back, what's your perspective on that? Do you think that we're going to see, this completely behind us in the next 3, 4, 5 months? Or do you think it's something we're going to be managing through for the next couple of years?
I think for the bulk of it, people like myself, maybe like yourself, are going to be done with it in the next 3 to 5 months. I think some people are going to hold on to this a little bit and maybe a little more uncomfortable, but it'll take maybe a few years. But I think as a whole, I think the fitness industry is going to come roaring back, man. People are sick of being at home. They're going to want to get in the gym, want to get out, want to get outside, get fit again. And I think people are sick of COVID. I know I am.
One of the things that we know through science is that the majority of all major diseases, obesity, that stuff can be controlled, right? If you're proactive, you go to the doctor, you sleep right, you eat right, you exercise. And we know through COVID that those are the people that were most exposed, the people that didn't take care of their bodies. And so as we look forward, how can we get more of the people that maybe had that obesity issue or had all these conditions because they didn't take care of their body? How do we get those people in gyms?
I think people are seeing it, like you said, this really opened up a lot of people's eyes. I mean, health, I always tell my kids, being health, building your mind and body are very important. And I mean, if this pandemic didn't show us that, what would? Like you said, I think 80% of hospitalizations were people that were obese, and that's something that you can fix. You can control that, and getting in the gym, working out, eating a healthy diet will definitely help that. And I just think we guys got to get the message out and share the word, because the more you tell your friend and you influence someone, the more you're going to help somebody.
Yeah. You are a very engaged father. And so as your kids have been going to school and going through this, and you think back a couple of years pre-COVID, has it impacted them at all through COVID?
COVID, definitely. Yeah. They missed school for a whole year. They were getting homeschooled. Then there's the masks in school, and, they couldn't go to, like, my, son wasn't graduated 6th grade, 7th grade, no dances, none of that stuff. It's like they're missing some milestone stuff that we take for granted as adults, because, we went through it, we did it all. These kids are really, really getting affected. So I think the kids especially are excited to get past this and move on. And, kids adapt very good, but it's not fair to them. They shouldn't have to adapt. They should be able to live freely like we have been our whole lives.
And if we can somehow figure out how to fuse together what kids do in sports through school, gyms, community events, bring that all together. I mean, I think that's really going to help normalize things for kids and get them back to what really was special about growing up, right? I mean, how many great times did we have when we were battling in team sports and battling school versus school? And I feel like so many kids miss that, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like I said, it's the little things that we take for granted. And like my kids are missing out. It's only supposed to be 2 weeks. Now it's been over 2 years. So we're ready to get back to normal.
Yeah. UFC. So we got some pretty dominating champions in each division right now. And in 2-3 years, do you see all those champions still being there? Or do you think that some of them are more susceptible to be replaced?
Yeah, I mean, this game, you see guys are on top for 2 years, 3 years sometimes, and then the new guy on the block always comes around. And like we used to be Randy and Matt Hughes and George St. Pierre and Anderson Silva, and then now you got Israel Adesanya, Kamaru Usman, and Conor McGregor, and there's going to be a new guy coming in to take that spot. There's going to be a new superstar in our sport. Like, we're never going to run out of them. That's going to always keep replacing each other.
Are there 2 or 3 athletes that maybe the general UFC fan should keep an eye out for and watch them because they really have an opportunity to gain that championship belt?
Yeah, oh, for sure. I mean, there's guys that I don't even know that are out there. There's guys that are probably not even in the UFC right now that we're going to have to look out for. That's what's so great about the sport. I mean, it's been around since 93, so, almost 30 years, but it's still very new if you think about it. And the sport just continues to get better and better, and guys continue to get better and better. I mean, my son is 11 years old and has been training, mixed martial arts per se, with wrestling since he was a kid. We didn't do that. I started at 23. So you're going to have some new guys that are always going to be at the forefront.
Can you give us a name or two that we should watch out for?
A name or two you should watch out for. Well, Islam Makhachev, I don't know if you heard of him, but he's Khabib's. Most guys have heard of him, but he's Khabib's pretty much training partner. I think he could be the next guy at 155. I think he's going to be a problem at that weight class.
All right, be good to watch. So, Wayne, New Jersey is, again, we talked about it. It's about to open. What is it that you like most as you toured that club and facility? What did you like about that gym?
What I like is like the entrance is very just grandstanding, I guess you could say. You know, you go in, you feel like you're in a legit gym. They have the pool in there, which is awesome. I love to be able to, you know, get laps in and stuff like that. And just the area it's in, it just has a very good vibe to it. A lot of energy. You know, Costco's in the same plaza. I think it's gonna be very, very successful.
If I live in Wayne, New Jersey, and let's say that I'm 100 pounds overweight, and I look at this UFC FIT opening on Saturday, and I feel like I'm not in good enough condition to train like Frankie Edgar, what can give me a comfort level to say that I can show up to this facility and fit in and feel part of the community, even though maybe I'm 100 or 200 pounds overweight?
You know, I think the gym makes everybody, like when you walk in a UFC gym, it's very welcoming. You know, it's I think when people before they walk in, they're a little intimidated because of the UFC stigma. But the way we train is all about respect. You know, fighters are the most humble people, believe it or not, and they're usually the most respectful people. We come from all different genres, all different races, all different countries, and that atmosphere in there, you know, once you get past the cage and, you know, people hitting pads, it's a very welcoming and very family atmosphere. And, you know, once you get in, like people, it's really annoying when people are like, oh, I'm not in shape to go to the gym. That's why you go to the gym, to get in shape.
Right.
There's no bad starting point. As long as you get in and start. Like, when's the best time to start? Right now.
So if Frankie Edgar is my personal trainer, I show up to Wayne, New Jersey, Frankie Edgar is my trainer, and I say, listen, Frankie, I'm 100 pounds overweight. I work 60 hours a week. I have 3 kids at home. I'm busy. I'm chaotic, but I feel like I'm killing myself by not taking care of myself. What kind of workouts would you take me through to help me find a better version of myself?
Honestly, I would start someone like that, just low impact. Just get moving. It could be something simple as walking. Just walking a couple times a day, walking on the treadmill, walking around the gym, even in your neighborhood. Just get moving right away. And you don't need to go crazy hard. Don't need to go punch some stuff. Don't need to lift a bunch of weights. But I'll tell you what, hitting the bag, doing some of these, you know, HIIT classes are a little more fun than just walking around the block or walking on a treadmill. So, you know, get moving first. Then start picking up these other classes because they're a little bit more fun and you can get that heart rate up and keep it fresh.
I've always said in training, and I have a trainer, and the thing that I love to do is I love to go through a functional type of workout, a little bit of a HIIT workout, mixing some weights. But then there's, you know, everybody goes to do a treadmill for their cardio. There's nothing like going out and hitting mitts for 20 minutes, you know, doing 3 or 4 rounds of mitts and really using your core and figuring out how to transfer your body weight to put more power behind your strikes. But what people don't know is that you don't need to be a fighter to hit mitts. It's one of the best workouts you could possibly do, right?
Absolutely. Hitting mitts, it's you know, you're getting your heart rate up, you're learning self-defense, and it's fun. It's fun. You know, sitting on a treadmill can be a little monotonous, a little boring. You know, hitting pads, especially with someone holding pads for you, even hitting the bag, kicking the bag, you know, using all your whole body. It's a full body fun workout.
Talk about a little bit about your not preparing for a fight, because obviously when you prepare for a fight, that's your job. And what people don't realize is that you don't have another job, that you spend all day preparing for that fight. But when you're off season and your dad and your husband and you're helping the community and so forth, you're just working out. You're Frankie Edgar, you're going to the gym, you're working out. What is your workout routine in normal days?
Yeah, I mean, I stay pretty martial arts based because obviously that's my career and that's what I do. So even in between fights, I always like to kind of hone my skills and not get too far off. But I don't need to essentially hit it twice a day, 6 days a week. So usually it'd be one workout, a little bit longer, and I'll try to touch a little bit of everything. If I do jiu-jitsu, I'll finish with a lift. Or if I hit pads, I'll maybe start or finish with a run. I try to condense everything and make sure I don't miss too much.
Yeah. If you had to, our mission statement in our organization is empower the fighting spirit, right? So if you think about what that means, empower the fighting spirit. Some people might say, I don't want to fight, but that's not what it really means. Is that, what do you think it means to you? What does that mean?
Well, listen, empowering the fighting spirit. When someone says I'm not a fighter, they're wrong. Everybody's a fighter, all right? There's some people that are fighting to lose 5 pounds. Some people that are fighting to stay out of the refrigerator. You know, like fighting is, it's a Hensel Gracie quote, but fighting is the best thing a man or woman can have in their soul. You know, we're all fighters. I mean, you know, we fought to get into this world. You know, right away we're fighting to stay alive, fighting to breathe, and yeah, you have, everybody has fighting, and believe it or not.
Yeah, there's 168 hours in the week, right? And so we only have so many times to do so many things. What do you think? How much time commitment? If I'm 30 pounds overweight, 40 pounds overweight, in your opinion, how much time commitment do I need to have towards fitness to really see results?
Honestly, if you had 0 time, all you need is 30 minutes. And then we add from there. Then we go an hour. Then we go 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. And then you can gauge it from there. But if you're doing 0, 30 is better than 0. Mm-hmm. That's how you got to start. Just start getting going, and then you'll start building from there.
When you think of gyms, right? You've been to many gyms before?
Yeah.
So you have what we call low-cost gyms that are transactional, right? The objective of those gyms is really to take away all the labor. And they serve a purpose because people that maybe have never been into fitness before, they're willing to pay $10 to try it out. And then you have gyms like UFC FIT, UFC GYM, that's more premium experience. They have, you know, all the group fitness classes. They have recovery centers with cryotherapy and compression and aqua massage, boxing studios, cycling studios, Zumba classes, a ton of fitness equipment. What's your view on fitness in general? Is your view that, you know, it's really about everybody getting into a gym, but how can a premium experience, a fitness experience like a UFC gym, get people to use the facility more?
Well, you know, just like anything, people like Apple products because they're the best. You know, you pay for what you get. And when you walk into a UFC gym, you're going to get top premium stuff, top premium coaches, top premium equipment, top premium atmosphere. And that goes a long way. You know, working out, it's tough to be self-motivated. And a lot of times when you go to these, you know, low budget gyms, you're in there by yourself, maybe not with the best equipment, maybe not the best energy, trying to motivate yourself. You walk into a UFC gym, everybody's motivating you. The music's pumping. The place is great. It's clean, high quality equipment. That's motivating in itself. And that's enough to make you want to go do it again and again and again.
Yeah. Can you clarify why, and I get this all the time when I travel the globe. I was in Egypt a few months ago. And they said, Adam, you work with Frankie Edgar, right? He's in New Jersey. And I go, yeah, great guy. And he goes, why can't they turn left in New Jersey? Can you clarify what that's all about?
Come on, this guy doesn't like the jug handles. He doesn't like the jug handles in Jersey. You can't make a U-turn. It is a little annoying. If you make them when no one's looking, you can't get caught.
So do you condone illegal U-turns?
Listen, if no cops are on the road, go for it.
Okay, so we appreciate you coming out. You helped us launch BOX.HIIT.LIVE. You had an opportunity to go see many UFC fits and gyms over the last couple of days. Anything stand out for you?
You know, it's just the uniformity from all these gyms. You know, you walk in one gym, it's very similar to the next one. And I think that's just a testament to the people that UFC gym hires and the people that are in charge. And yeah, you know what you're getting when you walk in UFC gym.
Yeah. And as you leave over the next couple of days, you're leaving tomorrow off to Wayne, New Jersey. And in Wayne, how many times do you think you'll be using that gym out there?
Yeah, I'll be up, you know, weekly.
Great.
You know, between that, Paramus, and Riverdale, you know, I'll definitely be making my rounds.
And I think people don't understand really how big your association is, right? So it's not just Frankie Edgar that trains by himself, you have some of the best coaches in MMA and really in the fitness industry, right? Talk about some of your best coaches that you have and how they've helped you become great.
Yeah, you know, luckily I've been with some of the best coaches in the game, and I've been with them from the beginning of my career. And that's just a testament to how good they are. I never had to leave them, never had to go find a different coach. Mark Henry's been my, you know, pretty much my box coach, my head trainer for the start of my career. He's very passionate about this sport. He's obsessive, compulsive. I get texts in the middle of the night about combos, about opponents. He's just all in on this game. And then Ricardo Almeida is my Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu coach. Him and Mark are like, you know, yin and yang. You know, Mark's a little intense. Ricardo's a little more analytical, you know, and technical. And he's like kind of the calm in our crazy little circle we have. And then my other trainer is a good friend of mine, Chris Liguori, who I pretty much started training with. He was maybe my first MMA coach. And he's just a good friend of mine. And we've traveled the world together. So
how important is that you trust these guys? I mean, you're basically an athlete and you're taking direction. The word trust is critical in this experience, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially someone like myself, if you watch my fights, you hear my coaches calling. We do codes. We don't say 1, 2, or right hand. We have, you know, we use a different language. We use Japanese or Korean or Russian, and I have to learn all these codes. And he tells me, and I do them. And because I do trust in him so much, you know, for me, like I pay these guys to you know, guide me in the right direction. And if don't trust them in a fight, why would I even train with them? You know, I believe in these guys, and you know, even some fights in the past where I've been rocked and I don't remember much of them, but I go back and watch, I hear my coaches in the corner and I'm doing exactly what they say. So that's good to have.
Yeah. And we got to end this conversation talking a little bit about food. You're out in California. What kind of foods have you liked since you've been out here?
Well, California, definitely Mexican food, and then sushi. I think that, you know, food in Jersey is pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough to beat. But I think that the Mexican and the sushi might be better out here.
Which, by the way, Mark not only is a great boxing instructor, but that guy can make a killer pizza.
Pino's Pizza, Woodbridge, New Jersey, bro. It's one of my favorite places. Absolutely.
If you're ever in Woodbridge, New Jersey, say, Frankie Edgar told me to come here, and I'm sure you'll get 5% off.
Yeah, he'll get a little something.
Yeah,
maybe a smack in the mouth, but I don't know.
What makes an East Coast pizza like Mark's so much better? Because us California people, you know, we think Domino's is great.
It's in the water, baby. It's in the water.
It's all the water.
It's in the water. Yep.
Yeah, and it's the thin crust.
Well, he has every kind. He has the Sicilian slices. He has the thin crust. He has the upside down pie. He's got everything.
Do you like the creamy cheese? You know, where it's like it's really white creamy cheese,
ricotta cheese
versus mozzarella. Yeah.
No, I like on my pizza.
Yeah.
I like mozzarella, but you know, some ricotta cheese on there is not bad either.
I feel like there's a way that you can make pizza. It's too complicated, right? Because at the end of the day, pizza can be simple.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
but pizza, let's be pizza. There's no such thing as a bad. It's like if I eat pizza in California,
yeah.
It's still pizza. It's not that bad. It can't be, right?
What's the worst pizza?
Oh, I don't know. Worst pizza is like that Ilios. Ever Ilios pizza?
No, what is that?
I don't know. The square pizza you put in the
was it microwavable or whatever?
Yeah, like toaster oven pizza.
Yeah.
Not very good.
Yeah. So we've established that. So and New York, New Jersey is probably the best pizza around the globe.
Yeah, I would say New York, New Jersey, Chicago if you like deep dish here. Some places in Connecticut pretty good too.
Where would I have if I go to New Jersey or New York? Where do I have to eat?
As far as food goes, like pizza.
Yeah,
pizza. Well, obviously Pino's. I'm gonna say will be my spot.
Yeah,
but Di Lorenzo's in Robbinsville is a very good pizza spot too.
But what you were telling me earlier about a place that if I show up, I can't even get in. What was the name of that place?
That's Rayo's in New York City.
And what makes Rayo's so special?
It's there. You cannot make a reservation. They only have like I think 16 tables, and you have to know someone that owns that table.
Yeah.
So if this person owns the table, they have to, like say they own it 10 nights of the year. Someone has to sit in that table 10 nights. If someone doesn't sit there that night, they lose the table forever.
But you don't go in there and like float in the air or have special lighting or any of that stuff.
No, it's like old school. It's in Harlem.
Yeah.
You know, it's been there for a long time. If you look it up on the internet, it says probably have a better chance eating in the White House than you do at Rayo's.
All right, so Frankie, we want to, on behalf of UFC Gym, we want to thank you for coming out. You obviously have seen by all the team members how much they respect you, and they're proud to have you in our family and in our community. We look forward to continuing to grow this community with you as we not only focus on this domestic front, but also all over the globe. I know you're ready to get your passport back out, post-COVID here, and we start hitting some countries again and checking things out. We certainly wish you luck in your next couple fights as you kind of close out this Hall of Fame career and you take a look at the next steps in your life. So thanks for coming out, launching BOX.HIIT.LIVE, and Frankie will be teaching more BOX.HIIT.LIVE classes online. He's going to be mixing it up too. It's not just going to be boxing and HIIT class. He might do some jiu-jitsu. He might show you how to wrap your hands. He might even do a Zumba class, he's telling me. So lots of different steps. So you got to check it out, BOX.HIIT.LIVE.com, and Frankie will be an official kind of master instructor with us. So go check it out. Frankie, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm having an absolute blast out here. Really happy to be part of this team, and looking forward to the future.
Let's go.